You're on the Sci-Fi Channel. Here's what's next. You're on the Sci-Fi Channel. Here's what's next.
Great novelist, the new Doctor Who, and an abductee. Next on The Buzz.
This week, the Oscars of sci-fi and fantasy, the Nebulas. The latest in animatronic special effects bring Flipper back to life. Authors Orson Scott Card, Tim Powers, Octavia Butler, Larry Niven, and Jerry Purnell. The Diary of a UFO Abductee. And just who is the new Doctor Who? You'll meet him.
You see, already the molecular structure of the planet is changing.
Hey, Buzzers, I have died and gone to heaven. I am at the Los Angeles Times Festival of Books. First time it's ever been held. This is the largest book event in Southern California history. Pretty cool.
The festival is being held to promote literacy, celebrate the joy of reading, and flaunt the fact that Los Angelinos buy more books than any other city in the U.S. Take that, New York. We know you think this is La La Land, but L.A. is the reading capital of the country. And book customers here lead the nation in their preference for sci-fi and fantasy. At this festival, they have a chance to meet some heavyweight sci-fi authors who are participating in panels and signing books. They include Ray Bradbury, Dean Koontz, and Orson Scott Card. Throughout the show, we'll be buzzing with some of the famous writers who are here.
But first, well, our first story is about somebody I guess you couldn't call a great writer yet, even though she does tell a very interesting tale. And we don't normally have people on who say they've been abducted by aliens, but we're making an exception tonight in this woman's case because her story is very, very interesting.
I know how crazy it sounds, you know, alien fetuses. It sounds crazy, but it's happening. It's real.
Forget those fictional Hollywood movies about alien encounters with human beings. Author and professional celebrity photographer Kim Carlsberg claims to have experienced the real thing. Carlsberg details these unsettling experiences in words and pictures in her book, Beyond My Wildest Dreams, Diary of a UFO Abductee.
I've had 2 abductions in this room since I've moved here. Both of those abductions were instances where I was given information about the environment. One of those, I was taken to the North Pole and shown melting ice caps and told that this was occurring because of the damage we're doing to the ozone.
While Kim has some childhood memories of alien visits, it wasn't until 1988 that things took a terrifying turn for the worse.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I wasn't in my bed any longer. I entered a room that had a bunch of tables about 1.5 feet off the ground, like operating tables, and these tables were occupied by unconscious human beings with these little tiny gray guys running around doing experiments on their bodies.
Unfortunately for Kim, she soon became the unwilling subject of many alien experiments.
I've had alien-human hybrid fetuses implanted into my body, and I've had them taken out. And I've been presented children over the years, and I've been told that these are my children. One time I was presented a 13-year-old girl who looked exactly like I looked.
But why would a superior alien race want to breed with us pathetic humans anyway?
I know that this sounds completely outrageous. It sounds completely outrageous every time I say it, but I can only say what I know to be the truth. And I know that these beings are creating a hybrid race that's half alien and half human. My assumption is they're doing it to try to preserve human DNA and a species that is intelligent enough not to destroy their own planet.
All right, I can hear all you skeptical Sci-Fi Buzz fans questioning Kim's story. You say, maybe Beyond My Wildest Dreams, Diary of a UFO Abductee is just a way to make a quick buck and appear on shows like The Buzz.
You know, there's really nothing I can say to anybody to convince them that this is really happening to me. And the reason I'm coming forward isn't for those people. I'm coming forward for the people who know this is happening.
Think what you will about Kim's incredible story, but remember, we are talking about a professional college-educated woman, not some toothless fisherman from the Okefenokee swamp. And why does she think these extraterrestrials are messing with Earthlings?
I believe they've probably been here forever. I believe that we were probably genetically engineered by aliens. I know it sounds crazy, but I think I really believe that. And I think, we don't want to think of ourselves as somebody else's ant farm, but there is that possibility.
So as you sit in the theater this summer watching the new crop of alien-related motion pictures, keep telling yourself, it's only a movie. It's only a movie. Isn't it?
Back at the LA Times Festival of Books with Jerry Purnell and Larry Niven. Good to see you guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good. So far, so good.
How many books have you written together now?
About 8. Yeah.
Beowulf's Children written with Stephen Barnes?
Yes, correct.
Okay, isn't it bad enough just 2 of you fighting it out? Now you got 3?
I have the answer, but it's Stephen's answer. I asked him. His answer is Jerry and I write so closely together that it was like collaborating with one man. It's like working with a two-headed man.
If there is a disagreement, who wins?
Me.
You?
Yeah, we agreed early. Yeah.
Why him?
At the time he was senior. Somebody has to be in charge.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't... If it has come up at all, it's like once or twice.
In our careers, not in a book.
In 20 years.
In 20 years,
But
really?
yet, you do that so that the book doesn't disappear because of a disagreement.
Yeah. So right now.
Good to see you guys. Keep up the good work. All right, sell some books.
Yeah, I hope so.
Beowulf's Children.
Right.
This is Dick in Las Vegas. I'm calling to recommend a series of books by David Wingrove called Chung Kuo. It's going to be a 7-volume series. It's currently up to its 5th volume. It's absolutely fantastic. It's in a 22nd century ruled by the Chinese. 7 cities entirely cover all 7 continents, and this book has more characters than you can throw a dead cat at. We're talking about 150 characters, massive soap opera, lots of backstabbing, a cross between Shogun and Dune, if you can imagine it.
Next, the Nebula Awards and state-of-the-art animatronics in the new movie Flipper. Stay glued.
Sci-Fi Buzz is brought to you by the new Dodge. We're thinking ahead.
Most days, this is where you'll find Dodge engineers, turning ideas into trucks that break rules, minivans that set standards, and cars that change everything. But while working in here makes them great engineers, it's playing out here that makes them Dodge engineers. The new Dodge.
He wears it all the time. It's his lucky shirt. Don't risk it, whisk it. Whisk's new Color Hold formula fights tough stains and keeps colors bright, no matter...
Hi, Mom.
How many times...
Hi, Mom.
You wash it.
Hi, Mom.
New Whisk with Color Hold bleaching action.
How do you know if you have termites? Call the experts at 1-800-TERMINIX. Terminix offers the best termite guarantees in the business. Call 1-800-TERMINIX while you still can.
He runs the 100 in 14.4. He long jumps 7.2.5. And he high jumps. Well, sort of. But wow, you should see his Powerade cap. It won him the chance to train at a U.S. Olympic Training Center, and the right cap could get you here too. Odds of scoring are 1 in 4 with discounts on athletic gear from Champ Sports, discounts on subscriptions to Sports Illustrated, and free Powerade. Hey, that could be you.
You are watching Sci-Fi Buzz on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Welcome to Downworld, where reality becomes fantasy. Everyday things turn magical. Misfits can become heroes.
Wow, outrageous.
And one tragic accident,
your son's in a coma,
becomes an epic adventure spanning 2 worlds. The Odyssey. Tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, Sci-Fi Sunday. Welcome to the edge.
Flipper is the latest classic TV series to be revived for the big screen. In the 60s, the heartwarming show about a boy and his dolphin enthralled viewers. The film version stays close to the spirit of the series. While the TV production used the real thing, the film's writer and director Alan Shapiro says both live and animatronic dolphins were needed to tell his updated tale.
The hardest thing with the real animals, because they're so smart, is not the spectacular tricks or stunts that they'll do, but it's to get them to stay in one place. They're like little kids. They're incredibly curious, and they get bored easily. So that's why I got Walt Conti.
Walt Conti was animatronics effects supervisor on Flipper. For months, he and his technical crew devised complicated and costly robotics for the film.
So to actually make the thing work, we have a series of joysticks that power the different functions in the animal. Like the head is worked by this function here and the jaw.
The sophistication of animatronic technology has vastly improved the last few years. Gone are the messy wires and bulky external electronics. Today, almost everything is self-contained inside the creature. One scene pits Flipper against a hammerhead shark. Shapiro winces when asked to recall the animatronic confrontation.
That was, it's one thing when you're sitting alone writing something like that and think, oh, this will be really cool, but then you got to pull it off, and I have to tell you, I mean, I was often scared, like, this is never going to work. But it's very storyboarded. You go for very brief moments. There's a lot of cuts. It's a hard sequence. I'm actually pretty happy with how that came out.
Flipper splashes into theaters May 17th.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at the LA Times Festival of Books, having a good time. Hey, we just met up with Tim Powers here. How are you doing?
Oh, so far so good.
Expiration date, the name of the new book?
That's right.
Okay. It has no expiration date, does it?
I hope it's good for several years.
Oh, good, good. Now, I know that some people would say, and slap me if you think I'm wrong, that some of the material in your books is rather bizarre.
Yeah,
or do you find it bizarre?
Well, I don't think you'd find it bizarre if you look very closely. The book takes place in Los Angeles, from Venice to the Queen Mary to Hollywood to Griffith Park.
Yeah.
And if you get off the freeway onto the surface streets, I think you'll find that I really did edit out most of the very weird stuff.
Yeah, that you can find here, definitely.
You got to get off the freeways onto the surface streets.
Yeah. So do people think, because of that, that maybe you're going to be an odd kind of guy? I mean, you're not at all.
I suppose, sure. They say, how do you get so much weird junk thought of? And I think, well, if you had no job and spent 2 or 3 years doing nothing but writing down every weird thought that came to you, you too would come up with a pretty good pile of them.
Tim, good to meet you.
Hey, Ben, lots of fun.
Good luck with expiration date.
Thanks.
Okay, now speaking of good writers and good books, we recently attended the Nebula Awards, sponsored by the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America. A lot of fun. This is what happened.
Welcome to the Nebula Awards banquet.
Hey, who needs the Oscars? We've got Nebulas. On April 27th, aboard the Queen Mary in Long Beach, California, the 1995 Nebula Awards were handed out to some lucky recipients.
This is a peer award that writers vote to other writers whom they think have written well. In this way, it's much more like the Oscars than the Hugos are.
Like the Oscars, many of the Nebula participants use the ceremony to make their own fashion statement. Some successful, some, well, you be the judge.
We've got to keep this going because I've got to get this outfit back to Tito Puente and the Mambo Kings by 11.
The Nebula Banquet provides a relaxed atmosphere where fine dining is enjoyed, business deals are struck, and old friends get reacquainted.
Here I am on the Queen Mary. I met a bunch of my peers, having drinks in this beautiful ballroom. This is one of the better award ceremonies I can remember.
It's a thrill. I've been reading science fiction since I was a child, and the Nebula Awards and the Hugo Awards were always something that Heinlein had them, Asimov had them, and now I'm a nominee. I write fantasy, and now I find I'm living one.
The person who gets to take home
the Nebula for the short story.
The Nebulas are awarded in 5 different categories, including Best Short Story, Best Novelette, Best Novella, and Best Novel. And despite the smiling faces, don't think these authors aren't serious about taking home the big prize.
Oh, of course I want to win. Everybody wants to win. And if somebody comes up here who's a finalist and says they don't want to win and they wind up winning it, well, they can give it to me. I have no problem with taking it.
Winning a Nebula can mean a lot more than having a fancy new statue for the mantelpiece.
It's an incredible career boost. There are a lot of people, there's so many people writing science fiction today that anything that can distinguish you from the pack is incredibly useful. So it means lots of new readers, and of course that means more money, which is always good.
More money may be coming Robert Sawyer's way. He picked up this year's Nebula in the Best Novel category for The Terminal Experiment. And Ursula Le Guin, a past Nebula winner, added another to her trophy case for the novelette Solitude.
There isn't any award that I know of anywhere in the world quite like this one. And it's really cool. So thanks a lot.
The evening's emotional highlight came with a presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award called the Grand Master. This year's recipient was A.E. Van Vogt. Many authors, including our own Harlan Ellison, have been longtime campaigners for Van Vogt to receive this prestigious award.
This Grand Master Award is indeed a special one. Coming from my fellow writers and professionals, it means a great deal to me.
This year's Nebula Award banquet provided many memorable moments. If you're looking for a recommendation for a good read, you may want to consider some of this year's Nebula winners. Coming up, a new Doctor Who prepares to invade American TV. Don't touch that zapper.
Morning, guys. Just when you think your diarrhea medicine is working.
Oh, boy. What's wrong?
It can let you down. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in just one dose, instead of dose after dose, more than a third of a bottle of the pink stuff. And Imodium AD is even better than the leading prescription. I told you we should have stopped for Imodium AD. Imodium AD, one dose relief you can count on.
Recently, Car and Driver magazine rated Dodge Intrepid over the new Ford Taurus. They described Intrepid as poised, agile, and athletic. They said it was born to run. They went on about its vast interior, calling Intrepid outstanding, and concluded it's a lot of car for the money. Car and Driver just can't say enough about Intrepid, but we like it when they try. Intrepid, this changes everything.
Hi, I'm William Shatner, and you're watching the Sci-Fi Channel.
A friend of mine told me, try America Online. I said, why? I've got a computer. He said, try it. You'll see. It's simple. Every time you sign on, welcome. It tells you if you've got mail. You've got mail. Want to send some email? Type the message. Click here, and it's done. I like this. With one click, I can browse all kinds of great features on America Online. I've gotten help with my golf swing, planned my next vacation. I even get stock price updates every 15 minutes. America Online has over 100 newspapers and magazines, everything from Business Week Online to Cycle World, and I can browse them all. With America Online, you can point and click your way across the internet. And their web browser makes it easy to explore the World Wide Web. Call the toll-free number and you'll receive your free startup kit and 15 free hours to look around. It's worth a try. You'll see.
To try America Online free, call 1-800-401-0110. You'll receive your America Online Startup Kit and now 15 hours free your first month. Call now.
We are back at the LA Times Festival of Books here at UCLA. Look who I have here, Orson Scott Card. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. Nice to be here.
We were just standing here
Well, talking about how white our arms are.
Fish belly here.
Fish belly arms.
The whitest men in science fiction.
But writers stay inside a lot.
Oh, and not a lot. It's completely, entirely. I am in an attic room, and I never come out and see the sun. We have a garden, which we hire somebody to take care of because I can't get in the sun.
You can't get out there.
Yeah, I don't have any time. Really don't have any time to do
You're like
that.
a mushroom. Now, I heard that you're possibly tired of writing novels.
I just don't believe that people should have the same career for more than 5 or 6 years at a time.
Really?
Anyway. And you just get tired of doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Even though I try to make every novel different, try to find new challenges in it, still I'm trying to branch out. So I'm writing some screenplays, which is really like, you just take time and just flush it down the toilet because, of course, they're never going to get produced, but it's fun to do. And I find it makes me think differently. I have to reinvent my approach to writing. In fact, I just wrote a screenplay that I'm now turning into a novel, so I'm novelizing my own screenplay. But what it does is it gives me a different approach to structure than I normally use with my novels. I don't have the freedom to ramble, but it's like writing a sonnet. You have a tight form, and it actually forces some creativity out of you that you might not have otherwise found.
Do you have a new book coming out?
Yes, I do. I just had a book called Past Watch that isn't attached to any of my series, but my Ender series finally is going to close. Children of the Mind is coming out in August, and that's it. That's the end. Ender is gone. There can never be another Ender book because he's toast. He's over.
Really?
Finished. Dead. And that's not even giving away the plot.
That's what they said about Star Trek and
Captain
Kirk, too.
But I'm not bringing him back.
Good to see you.
Hey, it's great to see you.
Hey, help me here with this segue. I have no segue to the next story. It's about Doctor Who.
My son is going to be so apt to know that you're going to be talking to the new Doctor Who, so this is exciting for him.
Okay, here we go. It's the new Doctor Who, Paul McGann. Thank you for the segue.
Great.
Well, the TARDIS is more than a machine, Tegan. It's like a person. It needs coaxing, persuading, encouraging.
No science fiction TV series has had a more successful run than the British-produced Doctor Who. The classic program debuted in England in 1963 and ran for an amazing 26 years. The adventures of the time-traveling doctor have been seen in over 80 countries and built a loyal following here in the U.S. Now Fox Television is continuing the Doctor's practice with the all-new TV movie, Doctor Who.
I know who I am. I am the Doctor.
Over the course of the series, 7 different actors portray the good doctor. Now Paul McGann becomes the 8th and carries on the tradition of the popular character.
Yes, I was daunted by it more than anything. I mean, to be British especially, you have to understand the magnitude of... I mean, this is like the crown jewels. It's one of those things, it's an institution in Britain.
That asteroid is composed of strange matter. What monstrous experiment are you dabbling in now?
Before McGann, Sylvester McCoy was the last actor to portray the illustrious Doctor. McCoy, who has a cameo in the Fox movie, tried to warn his successor of the enormity of the Doctor Who phenomenon.
He said, you don't realize that. You said, you haven't twigged yet. It's going to take a while for it to sink in, what you're taking on. And what he meant was the scale of it. The fans, for example.
If McGann had any doubts about Doctor Who's popularity, they were quickly put to rest. Early in production, McGann was with someone who was surfing the internet when the two decided to try an experiment.
So he punched up the Who, and it was like zap. Like scores of pages, from Sydney, Australia, and North America, and Thailand, and Britain. And I think I'd had the job a week. I'd been hired, a week had just begun. He said, what's your name? And I told him, and he punched it in. Bang, immediately, 6 pages. Biog, space, photo of weights. It's like, I'm going, scary.
Is this thing reliable?
Whatever's happening can't be stopped by closing the eye.
Well, how come you didn't know that?
I haven't opened the eye before.
Now you tell me.
Of course, the Doctor Who of the 90s has been retooled from previous incarnations. Gone are the bargain basement production values of the BBC series and their cheesy charm.
The old kind of wobbly sets in the old days, it's kind of endearing, I think out there people are kind of, they're accustomed to that. That's what they've grown up with. And now, things ain't going to wobble anymore. This is slick compared. It looks big. It is big. It's a big movie. Money was spent.
Grace, I came back to life before your eyes. I held back death.
It's a little too early to tell if the new Who will bring in a new audience. But one thing's for sure, the movie will be tuned in by a legion of fans who have never stopped watching.
There's expectations to fulfill. There hasn't been any new Doctor Who's now for 7 or 8 years, and this is... people are waiting for this one.
This week on CNET Central, see the technology of tomorrow today. That's CNET Central. Sci-Fi Channel next.
We didn't put Dodge Intrepid's windshield in the usual place. We moved it forward and down to enhance visibility and aerodynamics. The wheels were moved toward the corners to make it more stable. And now many features that were options are standard. So even though Intrepid has air, speed control, power windows, and more, the price isn't where you'd expect to find it either. It's lower. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
From the terrifying bestseller, a deadly accident, a ruthless cover-up, an ex-cop drawn into a mystery I'm gonna find you that could cost him more than his life. Alec Baldwin, Terry Hatcher, Heaven's Prisoners, rated R. Starts Friday.
You are watching Sci-Fi Buzz on the Sci-Fi Channel.
He runs the 100 in 14.4. He long jumps 7.2.5. And he high jumps. Well, sort of. But wow, you should see his Powerade cap. It won him the chance to train at a U.S. Olympic Training Center. And the right cap could get you here, too. Odds of scoring are 1 in 4 with discounts on athletic gear from Champ Sports. Discounts on subscriptions to Sports Illustrated and free Powerade. Hey, that could be you.
All right, son. Poultry police. We got reports this here Long John's, a fish place, is serving tender, old white batter-dipped chicken fillets.
59 cents each.
59 cents? Nobody prices poultry at that price, pal.
Long John Silver's does.
It's the 59-cent chicken sale at Long John Silver's.
Put it in the bag. Evidence?
Lunch.
Kids, get a cool In My Pocket toy with every kid's meal. Collect all 12.
Well, it's been rad hanging with some of our favorite writers, but there's one I still haven't schmoozed, Octavia Butler, who's won a prestigious grant from the MacArthur Foundation. So let's just crash her book signing line, where she's autographing her latest title, Bloodline, Novellas and Stories.
MacArthur Foundation Award?
Very nice.
Genius grant?
No?
No,
MacArthur Fellowship.
Okay, fine.
They did not make me take an IQ test.
No, they did not?
No.
But some money involved, too. Let me just be crass and talk about the money a little bit. It comes in handy, doesn't it?
I think I should sign a few books.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm interrupting here. We're at a book signing right now here.
Go ahead and talk about the money.
Okay. Well, how much was it?
Oh, gee, I kind of forget.
Oh, it was like a couple $100,000, like $300,000.
Something like that.
It was published in a paper. It was $300,000. So what did you do? I mean, how did that money help you with your career?
Well, you get the money a little at a time. They don't just send you a big check, you know.
Darn it.
They send you a lot of little checks, and then you go out and buy a house and go into a lot of debt.
Congratulations. Now you don't have to write on your typewriter anymore.
Oh, but I have to anyway. I mean,
You still use the typewriter?
The computer and I are cursing at each other. What can I do?
Well, again, congratulations, and buy me lunch, okay?
Oh!
We've had a great time here at the LA Times Festival of Books. A good time will be had by all again next week right here on Sci-Fi Buzz. See you then.
Hello, I'm Richard Hart. This week on CNET Central, see the technology of tomorrow today. CNET Central brings you the future as it unfolds. That's CNET Central. Sci-Fi Channel next.